20 years. 20 years without a word. Not a call, not a text, not even a birthday card. I got old. I got lonely. I got forgotten. Until that day. That day he knocked on my door and said, "Mom, I'm sorry. I need a kidney. You're my only hope." And me, I just said one thing. "Sit down, baby. Let's do a DNA test first. See if we're really mother and son or not." Honey, sit with me. Let me tell you about the day I became a mother. I was 32 years old, single, a school teacher making barely enough to pay rent. But I had love to give. So much love. I'd always wanted children. But life had other plans. Failed relationships, health issues that made pregnancy complicated, time just slipping away. So I decided to adopt. The orphanage was on the east side of the city. Old building, needed paint, needed repairs, but full of children who needed homes. I met him on a Tuesday afternoon in March. His name was Deshaun. He was 8 years old, skinny, quiet, had these big brown eyes that looked like they'd seen too much. He's been here since he was 3, the social worker told me. Mother was on drugs, father unknown. He's been passed around foster homes. Nobody keeps him long. "Why not?" I asked. She hesitated. "He's difficult, angry, acts out, but he's a good kid underneath. Just needs someone patient." I looked at Deshaun. He was sitting in the corner of the playroom, alone, drawing in a notebook. "What's he drawing?" I asked. "He draws all the time," she said. "Music notes, song lyrics. He loves music." I walked over to him, knelt down beside him. "Hi, Deshaun. I'm Eve. What are you working on?" He looked up at me, suspicious, guarded. "Nothing," he said. "Can I see?" He hesitated, then showed me. It was a page full of words, rhymes, poetry. "You write this?" I asked. He nodded. "It's beautiful, baby. You're talented." He looked at me, really looked at me. And for the first time, I saw something in his eyes. Hope. Just a flicker, but it was there. "You want to come home with me?" I asked. He didn't answer right away, just stared. Then quietly, "For how long?" "Forever, if you'll let me." Baby, taking Deshaun home was the best decision I ever made, and the hardest. Those first few months were rough. He didn't trust me, didn't trust anyone. He'd been hurt too many times, abandoned too many times. He'd break things when he got angry, scream, cry, test me, push me away. "You're gonna leave me too," he'd say. "Everyone leaves." "I'm not everyone," I told him. "Every single time. I'm your mama now, and mamas don't leave." Slowly, so slowly, he started to believe me. He started calling me mom, started smiling, started letting me hug him. And baby, when he finally hugged me back for the first time, I cried. Right there in the kitchen. Just held him and cried. "I love you, Deshaun," I whispered. "I love you too, Mom." He whispered back, "Listen, honey, Deshaun and music, that was a love story." He'd sit in his room for hours, writing, rapping, creating beats on this old keyboard I bought him from a thrift store. "Mom, listen to this," he'd say, and he'd rap for me. Fast, complex, emotional. I didn't always understand the words, but I understood the passion, the pain, the power. "You're gonna be famous someday, baby," I told him. He'd laugh. "Yeah, right. I'm serious. You got something special." High school was hard for Deshaun. He struggled academically, got in fights, got suspended twice. But music kept him grounded, kept him focused. He started performing at local open mics, small venues, coffee shops, anywhere that would let him. I went to every single show, sat in the back, watched my son shine. "Mom, you don't gotta come to all these," he'd say, embarrassed. "Yes, I do," I said. I'm your biggest fan. And I was, baby. I was so proud of him. This boy who'd been through hell, who'd been abandoned and hurt, who was now standing on stages, pouring his heart out, making people listen. When Deshaun graduated high school, he was 18, and he had a decision to make. "Mom, I got accepted to community college," he said. "But I also got offered a recording contract. Small label, nothing big, but it's something." I looked at him, my boy, almost a man now. "What do you want to do?" I asked. "I want to make music," he said. "That's all I ever wanted." "Then do it," I said. "Chase your dream, baby. I'll support you no matter what." He hugged me. "Thank you, Mom, for everything, for believing in me, for not giving up on me." "I could never give up on you," I said. "The first few years were good, honey." Deshaun was working hard, recording, performing, building a name for himself locally. He'd come home every weekend. We'd have dinner, talk, laugh. "I'ma make it, Mom," he'd say. "I'ma buy you a house. Take care of you. Pay you back for everything. You don't owe me nothing, baby," I'd say. "Just be happy. That's all I want." But he was determined. "Nah, Mom, you gave me everything. I'ma give you the world." And then it happened. He got his big break. A producer from Los Angeles heard one of his tracks, flew him out, signed him to a major label. Deshaun called me from LA. He was crying, happy crying. "Mom, they're offering me $2 million. $2 million for 3 albums. Oh, baby," I said, tears streaming down my face. "I'm so proud of you." "I couldn't have done this without you," he said. "None of this would be possible without you. You did this, Deshaun. This is your talent, your hard work." "I love you, Mom. I love you too, baby." That was the last real conversation we had. Honey, let me tell you, success changes people, not always for the better. Deshaun moved to LA permanently, started recording his album, started doing interviews, photo shoots, red carpets. His first single dropped and it went viral. #3 on the Billboard charts. Millions of streams. He changed his name. Deshaun became D-Blaze. More marketable, his manager said. I tried to call him. He was always busy. In the studio, in meetings, traveling. "Mom, I'll call you back," he'd say. But he never did. His first album dropped. It went platinum. He was everywhere. MTV, radio, magazines. I bought the album, listened to it front to back. Cried through half of it. He talked about his childhood, his pain, growing up in foster care. But he never mentioned me. Not once. Not my name. Not the woman who raised me. Nothing. Like I didn't exist. I tried to reach out, baby. I really did. I sent texts, called, left voicemails. "Deshaun, it's Mom. Just checking in. Call me when you can. Love you." Nothing. I sent letters to his management company. They were probably thrown away. I saw him on TV. Interviews, late night shows. They'd ask about his childhood. "Yeah, man, it was rough," he'd say. "Foster system, group homes. Had to raise myself, you know? Nobody believed in me. I had to believe in myself. Baby, that hurt. That hurt more than anything, because it wasn't true. I believed in him. I raised him. I was there. But to the world, I didn't exist." Years went by. 5 years, 10 years, 15. Deshaun Blaze became one of the biggest rappers in the world. Grammys, sold-out tours, endorsement deals. I watched from a distance, followed his career online, saw pictures of him with celebrities, at parties, living the life. He got married to a model, beautiful girl. I saw the wedding photos on social media. I wasn't invited. He had a daughter, beautiful little girl named Zara. I saw photos of her on Instagram. I was never told. I became a grandmother and didn't even know. Honey, let me pause here, because I need you to understand what that feels like. I gave that boy everything. My time, my money, my heart. I worked 2 jobs some years just to keep a roof over our heads. To buy him that keyboard, those notebooks, to pay for his studio time. I went without so he could have. And he forgot me. Completely. Like I was nothing. Like those 18 years never happened. I retired from teaching at 62. Small pension, social security. Enough to get by. I lived alone. Small apartment. 1 bedroom. It was quiet. Too quiet. I thought about Deshaun every day. Wondered if he ever thought about me. If he ever missed me. But I never reached out again. I had my pride. If he wanted to forget me, then I'd let him. I moved on with my life. Found peace in my church. My garden. My books. But that hole in my heart where my son used to be, it never healed. 20 years, baby. 20 years since our last real conversation. I was 68 years old, living my quiet life, minding my business. And then one day, there was a knock on my door. I wasn't expecting anyone. Shuffled to the door, looked through the peephole, and there he was. Deshaun. Older, tired, thinner, but unmistakably him. I opened the door slowly. "Mom," he said. His voice was rough, emotional. I didn't say anything, just stared at him. "Mom, can I come in? Please?" I stepped aside, let him in. He looked around my small apartment, at my second-hand furniture, my worn carpet, my small TV. "Mom, you live here?" he asked. "Yes," I said simply. "This is my home." He looked ashamed. I thought you'd be in a house, something nice. You thought wrong," I said. My voice was calm, cold. "What do you want, Deshaun?" "I'm sorry," he said, tears in his eyes. "I'm so sorry, Mom, for everything, for disappearing, for not calling, for forgetting you. I was selfish. I was stupid. I got caught up in the fame, the money, and I pushed away the one person who actually loved me." I sat down, looked at him, waited. "Mom, I need your help," he said. And there it was. "I'm sick, Mom," he said. "Kidney disease, advanced stage. Been on dialysis for 6 months. I need a transplant. My wife's not a match. My daughter's too young. My team tested. Nobody's compatible." He paused, wiped his eyes. "You're my only hope, Mom. Please. I know I don't deserve it. I know I don't deserve anything from you. But I'm begging you, please help me." Baby, I looked at this man, this stranger wearing my son's face, and I felt nothing. No anger, no pity, just emptiness. "Sit down, Deshaun," I said. He sat. I stood up, walked to my desk, pulled out a piece of paper and a pen. "Let's do a DNA test first," I said. He looked confused. "What?" "A DNA test," I repeated. "See if we're really mother and son. Or if I'm just the woman who raised you." "Mom, you know we're not biologically." "Exactly," I said. "We're not. You're adopted. Which means legally, biologically, I'm nothing to you. And you made damn sure the world knew it." His face crumpled. "Mom, please. For 20 years, Deshaun, I didn't exist to you. You erased me. You told the world you raised yourself, that nobody believed in you. You got married and didn't invite me. You had a child and didn't tell me. You became rich and left me here, alone, in this apartment, while you bought mansions and cars and jewelry." Tears were streaming down his face. I know, Mom, and I hate myself for it." "Good," I said. "You should." "Listen, honey." I let him cry, let him sit there on my old couch and break down. And I watched. Part of me wanted to hug him, to comfort him, to tell him it was okay. But the mother part of me, the part that had been broken and forgotten, that part stayed quiet. "Why'd you do it?" I finally asked. Why'd you forget me? He wiped his face. My manager said, he said that the rags to riches story sold better. The orphan who made it on his own. He said that having a mother would make me seem soft, less authentic. And you believed him, I said. I was stupid, he said. I was 23 years old, with more money than I'd ever seen. And everyone was telling me what to do, how to act, what to say. And I just went along with it. I thought I'd fix it later. I thought I'd bring you back into my life once things settled down. But then more time passed, and it got harder, and I felt more guilty. So I just avoided it. You avoided me, I said. Yes, he whispered, and it's the biggest regret of my life. Baby, we sat there in silence for a long time, just sitting, breathing. Finally I spoke. I'll get tested, I said. His head snapped up. Really? Yes, but not because you asked. And not because I owe you anything. I'll get tested because that's what mothers do, even when their sons forget them. He started crying again. Thank you, Mom. I promise I'll make it up to you. I'll buy you a house, whatever you want. I don't want your money, Deshawn, I said. I never did. I wanted your love, your respect, your time, and you gave me none of that. I'll give it to you now, he said desperately. All of it, I swear. I looked at him. We'll see. I got tested the next week. Blood work, tissue typing, all of it. Deshawn paid for everything. Sent a car to pick me up. Stayed with me the whole time. Mom, you okay? He kept asking. I'm fine, I said. A week later, the results came back. I was a match. Not perfect, but close enough. The doctor called us both in. Miss Eve, you're compatible. We can schedule the surgery, but I need to make sure you understand the risks. You're 68. The surgery is major. Recovery will take months. There's risk of complications. I understand, I said. Mom, you don't have to do this, Deshawn said. If it's too risky. I know I don't have to, I said, but I'm going to. The surgery was scheduled for 3 weeks later. That gave us time. Time to talk. Time to heal. Not the physical kind, the other kind. Deshawn came to visit me every day. Brought groceries, cooked for me, cleaned my apartment. Deshawn, you don't gotta do all this. I said, yes, I do, he said. I got 20 years to make up for. We talked about everything. His childhood, his career, his regrets, his fears. I'm scared, Mom, he said one night. Scared of dying. Scared of leading Zara without a father. You're not gonna die, I said. I'm giving you my kidney. You're gonna live. Why? He asked, tears in his eyes. After everything I did, why are you doing this? I looked at him. My son. My baby. Even after everything. Because that's what love is, Deshawn. It's not about what people do for you. It's about what you're willing to do for them, even when they don't deserve it. The surgery went well, baby. 6 hours. They took my kidney and gave it to Deshawn. I woke up in recovery, groggy, in pain, but alive. The doctor came in. The transplant was successful. Your son's body is accepting the kidney. He's going to be okay. I closed my eyes. Thank you, God. Recovery was long, painful. Deshawn stayed with me, hired nurses, made sure I had everything I needed. His wife came to visit, brought their daughter. Miss Eve, she said, tears in her eyes. I'm so sorry. I didn't know about you. Deshawn told me. He told me his mother was dead. I had no idea. That hurt, baby, more than the surgery. More than anything. He told people I was dead. Little Zara climbed onto my bed. Are you my grandma? She asked. I looked at her, this beautiful child, my granddaughter. Yes, baby, I said. I'm your grandma. She hugged me, carefully, gently. I love you, Grandma. And honey, I cried, right there in that hospital bed. just held this little girl and cried. Deshaun got out of the hospital a week before me, but he came back every day. "Mom, I'm buying you a house," he said. "Deshaun, no, listen, I should have done this 20 years ago. I'm buying you a house, a nice one. You pick it out, wherever you want. And I'm setting up a trust. You'll never have to worry about money again." "I don't want your guilt money," I said. "It's not guilt money," he said. "It's love money. It's thank you money. It's I'm sorry I was an idiot money. Please, Mom, let me do this." I looked at him, sighed. "Okay," I said. 6 months later, I moved into my new house. 3 bedrooms, beautiful kitchen, garden in the back. Deshaun and his family came over every Sunday for dinner. For family time, he brought Zara. They'd play in the garden. She'd call me Grandma, hug me, tell me about school. Deshaun started talking about me publicly, in interviews, on social media. "I want to correct something," he said in an interview on a late-night show. "For years, I told people I raised myself, that I had nobody. That's not true. I had a mother. Her name is Eve. She adopted me when I was 8 years old. She gave me everything, and I repaid her by forgetting her, by erasing her. It's the biggest mistake of my life, and I'm spending the rest of my life making it up to her." He posted photos of us, of him and me, of Zara and me. The comments poured in. Support, love, some criticism too. "Why'd you hide her?" people asked. "Because I was stupid," he replied, "and selfish. But not anymore. Baby, I'm 70 now, 2 years since the surgery. And my life? It's different. I have my son back. I have a granddaughter. I have a family. But honey, I have a family. But honey, I won't lie to you. It still hurts. What he did, those 20 years, they're gone. I can't get them back. But I chose forgiveness. Not for him, for me. Because carrying that anger, that pain, it was killing me. Slowly, quietly. So I let it go. Deshaun and I are close now. Closer than we ever were. He calls me every day. Visits twice a week. He's different now. Humbler, kinder, more present. "Mom, I almost lost you," he says sometimes. "I almost lost the best thing in my life. I'll never let that happen again." And I believe him, baby, because he's shown me, through his actions, his consistency. He's showing Zara who I am, making sure she knows, making sure she loves me. "This is your grandma," he tells her, "the woman who saved my life twice." Final reflections. Honey, if you take anything from my story, take this. Love is complicated. Family is complicated. People will hurt you, even the ones you love most. But you get to choose. You get to choose forgiveness, or you get to choose bitterness. I chose forgiveness, not because Deshaun deserved it, but because I deserved peace. And baby, that kidney, I'd give it again, in a heartbeat, because he's my son. Always was, always will be. Blood doesn't make you family. Love does. Sacrifice does. Showing up does. Deshaun didn't show up for 20 years, but he's showing up now, and that's what matters. We can't change the past, honey, but we can choose how we move forward. Choose love. Choose forgiveness. Choose peace, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. That's what mothers do. That's what I did. And baby, I'd do it all over again.